Hey there, it's Lawso here, the Assassin. Today I'm going to talk about SEO, Search Engine Optimization. I had a couple of conversations with business owners just recently, and we were talking about the model of building websites, and we do it quite differently to the traditional way of approaching things. And when I explained to them how we do a lot of research and we build in SEO from the get-go, and they said, but we get a quote from a web developer and they say they include SEO. And I realized that it doesn't matter what the terminology or what the subject, everyone's got their own view on what that thing is. So search engine optimization has a huge range of factors that impact the result that you get. And when someone's, especially 35% of websites are built in WordPress, and there are some other platforms, and they all have the capability of adding metadata. So metadata is the title tag and the meta description, which is the first thing you see when you see a search result on Google or Bing or wherever you're searching. And with WordPress, you can add a SEO plugin, and there's several of them that you can add. And so when the web developer says we're including SEO, that's all they're doing. They're not actually doing anything with the content, because they don't write the content, which is the biggest bit that's missing from SEO from a strategic point of view. And there's no correlation between the content and what's to be written for those title tags and meta descriptions. So all they're doing is including the plugin. They're not actually putting any content into those areas of each page that could help you with SEO. And the main factor is that the title tag has relevance for SEO. The meta description is more to help with the click-through rate when someone sees you on Google. But the most interesting thing is 60 to 70% of those meta descriptions are now written by Google themselves, because if they don't like what you've written, they don't think it's true to the content of the page, then they'll just rewrite it. So if someone says to you they know what SEO is, I think it's really interesting to, I just say, well, can you explain to me what you mean, or what's your understanding of what SEO is? Because there's a whole range of different things that happen on your website. So that's on-page SEO. And there is some best practices around that, but there's also some compromises that you might need to make in terms of, you want to have this really cool video, and that's going to affect the load speed. So that's going to have a detrimental effect to SEO, but it might help with the conversion. So there's always a lot of things that you need to consider and you need advice on if you don't know anything about it. So there's the on-page stuff and there's off-page. Off-page is really important in terms of signals that the search engines use, and they will be backlinks from high authority sites. So if you're an authority on a subject, you'll have lots of links from really, really high ranking websites. And that happens over time. So if Google sees a massive rush of new backlinks because you bought them from some link farm where you've got some dodgy SEO people working for you, then that will not help you. That will hurt you over time. There's a lot in this, and it's still relevant today, because a lot of the things that are done for SEO, like finding out which directories are relevant and making sure that you've got good signals in terms of your Google business profile, and you've got lots of reviews and that sort of stuff, that does help with the new emerging area of AI visibility. SEO is still a big part of that. So if you're unsure and you're not sure where you sit at the moment, reach out. We can do some quick analysis and show you where you sit in terms of SEO for your category compared to your competitors, because that's really going to tell us a lot about what you need to do or what you need to change, but also how well is your website performing. Most people, 90% we see are just brochures. They're not really an ecosystem to help you generate revenue. And if you'd like to change that, then we can certainly help you there. Thanks.